A possible showdown brewing between the White House and a determined group of 77 GOP congressional freshmen who are promising to do whatever it takes to prevent President Obama from making any recess appointments. Joining us now, the man leading that charge, Congressman Jeff Landry. Welcome, Congressman. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, you've waged a campaign for an open and accountable government. So how do you plan to block the president's recess appointments for the remainder of the 112th Congress?
Well, if we just stay in session, doing pro forma sessions, the remainder of this Congress, this impedes the president's ability to be able to make recess appointments.
So why is this such an important issue for you, and how do you plan to implement this plan, this particular effort?
Well, I think it's not only an important issue for me, but a lot of my freshman colleagues who came to Washington to hold this administration and this federal government accountable. It's our responsibility. You know, when the president puts up nominees, they go through the confirmation process, the confirmation, and the Senate blocks them or doesn't confirm them, and then he waits for a recess appointment just to appoint those people. He is circumventing the Constitution. And of course, you know, we see the action that follows from there. We see the problems that South Carolina and Boeing are having with recess appointees who are anti-business. And so, you know, when we have 9% unemployment, we don't want appointees by the president who are going to do more to stifle this economy.
So what you're telling me is that these 77 freshmen plan to give up their time off to stay in D.C. so that the Senate can study the president's appointments and decide whether they're acceptable?
That's correct. You know, as we started to circulate this letter and discuss it amongst the freshman class, we said, look, we'll stay in. We'll take our turns in opening and closing the sessions.
So you're going to take different shifts, I understand.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to basically be there so that the Senate can do its business.
That's correct. Look, the Senate hasn't done much this year, so I don't see why they can't take up his nominees and go through the confirmation process.
You're certainly putting the Senate on notice as well there. Okay, let me ask you this. You've also been quite vocal about the president's economic recovery efforts. Do you think the American public can count on real movement in this arena, real change before the 2012 election?
I certainly hope so, because we can't continue to have this economy hobble along. Look, it's serious. You know, when we have unemployment sticking around 9%, people hurt. The American public out there is demanding that the federal government become more business friendly, you know, more conducive to creating jobs rather than shifting jobs overseas. It's not whether or not we can, we must do something before 2012. We can't keep playing politics with this economy.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.